America didn't copy the strongest bunker system of World War II. They studied something far more dangerous. Because Germany didn't try to build an impenetrable wall. They built a system that could be endlessly replaced, repaired, and expanded while under fire. And that single design philosophy is what the United States never adopted. This is the real story of how America studied Germany's bunker network and rejected the one layout rule that made it so terrifyingly durable in war. The myth. Germany built a failed defensive line. Today, the Siegfried Line is remembered as weak, as something the Allies simply broke through. But that is not what German engineers designed it to be. It was never meant to be a permanent fortress, a final wall, an indestructible barrier. It was built to be rapidly expandable, continuously replaceable, sacrificial by design, and industrialized for mass production. And in that role, it worked exactly as intended. What the Siegfried Line actually was. Germany's Western defense system stretched over 630 kilometers from the Netherlands to Switzerland. It contained over 18,000 bunkers, tens of thousands of obstacles, millions of tons of reinforced concrete, entire anti-tank landscapes made from geometry, not walls. Its most famous feature wasn't the bunkers at all. It was the dragon's teeth, rows of concrete pyramids designed not to stop tanks, but to shape how tanks were forced to move. The line was not a wall. It was a machine for controlling enemy movement. And this is where American engineers became fascinated. What America studied. When the Western Front collapsed in 1944, the United States Army and Corps of Engineers conducted massive forensic studies of German defenses. They documented prefabricated bunker molds, standardized firing ports, modular concrete thickness, rapid pour construction methods, anti-tank obstacle geometry, camouflage and earth absorption design, and shockwave redirection interiors. American reports concluded, German defensive construction favors rapid reproducibility over permanence. And that one sentence explains everything. Germany's core design philosophy, the part America did not copy. Here is the rule that defined the entire Siegfried Line. German bunkers were meant to be expendable, not protected at all costs, not preserved forever, not defended to the last man. They were designed to delay the enemy, bleed advancing forces, force heavy engineering work, then be abandoned and replaced by a new defensive line behind it. This is why the Siegfried Line used forward-facing guns, isolated fighting positions, layered depth instead of interlocking geometry, and independent bunkers instead of unified fortress networks. Each bunker was a temporary problem, not a permanent fortress. And this is what America ultimately rejected. Why the layout was so different from French fortress design. Unlike French lateral fire systems, German casemates fired directly forward, prioritized approach denial, not cross-kill geometry, were positioned for tank channeling, not kill corridors, and relied on mass quantity, not mutual support. Where French engineers built integrated fortress organisms, German engineers built industrialized battlefield tools. One sought impenetrability, the other sought replaceable delay. The true weapon, industrialized defense. The Siegfried Line's real power was not strength, it was speed. German engineers could deploy new standard bunkers in days, pour concrete into reusable steel molds, install firing ports immediately after curing, abandon destroyed bunkers without collapsing the entire line. A shattered bunker was not a failure. It was a planned loss. The next line behind it was already being constructed. Why American engineers refused this philosophy? The United States did not want sacrificial defense. American doctrine prioritized permanent fortifications, long-term occupation capability, reusable installations, and strategic endurance. U.S. coastal forts, island defenses, and Cold War bunkers were all designed with crew survival as priority 1, repair capability after bombardment, protected internal command spaces, and long-duration resupply potential. Germany prioritized attrition. America prioritized preservation. So while the US studied German construction methods, they rejected the central concept that made the Siegfried Line expandable under fire. What America did copy from Germany? America adopted several German engineering practices: prefabricated concrete bunker segments, standardized firing embrasure dimensions, camouflage-first construction doctrine, anti-tank obstacle field shaping, and shockwave redirection interiors. These directly influenced Atlantic coastal defenses, island defenses, Korean War hardened positions, and early Cold War missile facilities. But America did not adopt the sacrificial depth model. Every American bunker was built to survive. German bunkers were built to be consumed by war. Why the Siegfried Line still slowed the Allies? Despite being expendable, the Siegfried Line achieved its primary mission. It delayed Allied advances for months. It forced massive engineering assaults. It required specialized bunker-buster operations. It bought Germany irreplaceable time. Every kilometer of advance required mine clearing, obstacle demolition, direct assault, artillery saturation, and infantry storming. Even when captured intact, each bunker had to be sealed, cleared, re-engineered before troops could safely pass. The system didn't need to be impenetrable. It only needed to be slow and expensive to cross. And it succeeded. The critical difference in American thinking. Germany built for tactical delay, strategic retreat, continuous fallback, and material sacrifice. America built for area control, durable defense, long-term occupancy, and infrastructure survival. This is why American fortifications became heavier, deeper, and internally self-sustaining, but far less flexible than Germany's battlefield disposable system. The US copied German tools, but not Germany's philosophy of defense. Two completely different bunker empires. Germany created a defense network optimized for loss, replacement, industrial repetition, and controlled defeat over distance. America fortifications optimized for survival, continuity, protection of personnel, and strategic permanence. Germany built a sacrificial shield. America built permanent strongholds. Both worked, but they were built for two entirely different wars. The Siegfried Line wasn't a failure. It was never supposed to be indestructible. It was built to be consumed by the enemy one bunker at a time, while new defenses rose behind it.